My name is Daniel Reyes, and at 34, I built my own software company from nothing but late nights, secondhand laptops, and credit card debt. For years, I coded in cramped apartments, eating cheap takeout, and surviving on black coffee until I finally created something people wanted to buy. Then came the board meeting, the one where my uncle, who had invested in my early days, casually announced that his son would now be joining as co-founder and taking 40% equity. He slid the papers across the table with a smirk. They expected me to sign. Instead, I pulled out my own set of documents, intellectual property filings, incorporation papers, and shareholder clauses. My cousin's smile disappeared, and my uncle's face turned pale. Stick around till the end, because I'll tell you exactly how I protected my company from family politics, betrayal, and the very people who should have supported me. But first, let me take you back to where it all started. Growing up in a small apartment in San Antonio, Texas, I quickly learned that my family had one golden child, and it wasn't me. My younger brother Michael was the pride of the family, football star, straight-A student, captain of everything. My parents made no effort to hide their bias. They never missed his games, while my small tech awards or robotics competitions barely earned a "that's nice" Daniel before the conversation shifted back to Michael's next trophy. The first time I felt a real spark was at age 13, when I built a website for a local bakery. Watching the owner's face light up when she got her first online order made me realize technology wasn't just about code. It was about impact. I spent nights teaching myself HTML and JavaScript from free forums because we couldn't afford internet at home yet. I downloaded tutorials at school, copied them to floppy disks, and studied until dawn. When I told my parents I wanted to pursue computer science, their response was predictable. "Programming? That's just a hobby," my father said. "Michael is going to study business. That's where the money is." Still, I pushed through. I earned a partial scholarship to the University of Texas, but it barely covered tuition. I worked 3 part-time jobs, mornings at a coffee shop, afternoons fixing computers at a repair store, and weekends delivering groceries. Sleep was optional, but I kept my GPA high. Graduate school nearly broke me. Tuition was brutal, and loans piled up. Some classmates complained about slow Wi-Fi. I quietly skipped meals to afford textbooks. The turning point came during an internship at a small startup where the founder treated me like more than just free labor. Instead of tossing me minor tasks, he explained fundraising, product design, and client management. "You don't just write code," he told me one night. "You build systems that solve problems." That mindset is rare. I carried those words like fuel. When I told my family I wanted to launch my own software company, the reaction was pure laughter. "You? Run a business?" Michael joked at Thanksgiving. "Don't waste your time," my father warned. "Be happy with a steady paycheck." But their doubt only hardened my resolve. I pitched my first idea to 7 investors. 6 rejected me instantly. "Too risky," they said. "No collateral, no family backing, too much debt." But one angel investor saw my persistence and gave me a small seed fund. It wasn't much, but it was enough to get started. I rented the cheapest co-working desk I could find, slept on an air mattress, and used a folding chair as my office furniture. To save costs, I bought used monitors off Craigslist, scavenged cables from recycling bins, and built my first server from scratch. Every dollar mattered. I skipped nights out, sold my gaming console, and ate instant noodles so I could pay for servers and software licenses. Sleep averaged 4 hours a night. Marketing? I couldn't afford ads, so I went old school. I visited local businesses, pitched them personally, and built custom demo apps for free just to prove my value. Most doors slammed in my face, but a few cracked open. Those few became my first paying clients. When the first contract came, a small logistics company that needed tracking software, I nearly cried. It wasn't glamorous, but it was real. I worked 14-hour days perfecting their system. Soon, word spread and referrals began to trickle in. I hired my first employee, a college friend named Maya, who believed in my vision enough to work for half the market salary. "Pay me when you can," she said. "I want to build this with you." Her loyalty kept me afloat. Still, obstacles kept coming. Servers crashed. Bugs appeared at the worst possible moments. A major client pulled out, nearly bankrupting me. But every setback forced me to grow. 18 months later, the company was finally stable enough to move into a real office. Not fancy, but ours. We built new products, AI-driven logistics, real-time tracking, and suddenly bigger clients started knocking. That's when my family swooped in. My uncle, seeing the momentum, claimed his early help entitled him to ownership. He wanted Michael, the golden child, to step in as a co-founder. That boardroom moment could have destroyed everything. But thanks to months of preparation, ironclad contracts, legal protections, and lessons from mentors, I was ready. My company stayed mine. Today, that same company employs 45 people, serves clients across 3 states, and just closed a multi-million-dollar deal. The lesson? Protect your dreams. Because sometimes the people closest to you aren't there to support you. They're there to take what you've built. So, where are you watching from? And don't forget to hit that subscribe button because next time, I'll show you exactly how I scaled my company from one laptop to a full team without losing ownership.